Thank you for checking out my video. My name is Greg Allen, and I'm a local business consultant where we help local businesses uh, get more leads and sales to their local businesses, to their products or services. We have an awesome software, and we got strategies to help local businesses to grow their business. And I want to show you a software that will automate your process, where you just set it and forget it. This software is very powerful, and it will help you grow your business and get repeat customers. It helps mostly for businesses such as restaurants and bars and eateries, things of that nature. But it also can be used as other local businesses. So I got my mentor here. He's gonna show you the awesome features of this software, and when he's finished showing you the features of the software, I'll come back and give you some more information. Okay, well, I'll talk to you soon.
All right, so I'm going to give you a full overview and show you inside the entire platform now that you've got to see just a couple of the different features and how it works. All right, so this is a full overview inside the actual platform. Here you can see the dashboard, and inside the dashboard, you're just going to see all the different touch points that you've had for any particular phone number that you have during any particular length of time that you want to check, and you can see, the total touch points, incoming, outgoing, all your phone calls that you've made, ingoing, outgoing, all your text messages that you've made, both ingoing and outgoing, and all the emails that you've actually sent. All right, here you can see just a quick overview of the different phone numbers that you have, and if you want to go in and buy a new phone number, you can easily buy a new phone number. You can see all the countries that we support: Australia, Belgium, Canada, Denmark, France, Germany, Puerto Rico, United States, and the United Kingdom. So if you want to go in and grab a phone number, for example, in the 812 area code, you can just run a quick search, and then that will bring you up all the different phone numbers that you can go ahead and acquire. And we're going to get more into that later in this demo. It will be a little bit lengthy because I'm going to show you all the different features inside the platform and just give you a really high-level overview so you can see everything that this software does, besides just the really cool features that I've already demoed out to you. All right. So now you've seen inside the dashboard, you can also see how many contacts that you have on the dashboard, how many lists that you have, how many autoresponders that you have, how many campaigns that you have set up, and how many widgets that you have set up. And again, I'm going to go over all of this in a little bit more detail for you here in just a little bit. So then we also have inbuilt lead generation right inside the platform. So I did demo you how you can connect with your Facebook ads, or how you can connect with your landing pages and instantly connect with those leads within 30 to 90 seconds of them opting in. But if you don't have any leads yet, and you're not collecting leads, and you don't actually have a list of leads already, or you don't have any ads or any funnels that are out there, collecting leads, you can generate leads right in our platform, either through people who have recently registered a domain with our domain lead search, or you can search Google businesses. So you can just go in and actually grab Google businesses, or you can connect right to your Facebook lead ads, which is what the demo was about. It was connected right to the Facebook lead ads. Or you can go in and search Yelp and grab businesses just from Yelp. And I'll kind of show you all this during the demo here. And then we got a Facebook pixel coming really, really soon. All right. So also what you're going to find on your dashboard page is you'll just see a list of all your messages. You can get to this list here where you can go in and see, all the messages that you've had with anybody, all your incoming, outgoing text messages. You'll be able to see all your incoming, outgoing phone calls as well, and listen to those recordings right here inside the platform. And then you'll be able to see your voicemails, any voicemails that's actually been left. You'll be able to go in and see those voicemails. And then you have your phone here where you can just call right from the platform or send messages right from the platform. And then you'll just have your profile and your settings and, a way for you to log out. All right, so that's kind of what your dashboard shows you. And then here's your list area. So your lists are just a way for you to keep all your contacts or all your leads segregated and segmented out, so you know, like for example, here are the leads that are coming from this demo of people filling out my Facebook ad. So here's that list of leads right here, where they're just actually coming in and they're being added right to this list. So as they fill out my ad, the leads get put right on this list. And then as I go in and talk to them, I can just easily go in and move them from one list to another just by clicking on them, and I can see all the information about them. All right. So here on your list, you can do all sorts of cool stuff. Like you can go in and select everybody that you want, and you can either drop them, you know, a pre-recorded phone call by uploading an audio. You can select from any of your audio recordings. You can record audio right on the fly. So if you just want to record something and drop it off to them, or you can send them out in IVR. So you can send them out in an interactive voice response. And then in a couple minutes, I'll be showing you the IVR builder and how you can actually go in and build it. You can also drop them off a ringless voicemail as well. If you want to send them out a ringless voicemail, you can put them in a browser dialer. That browser dialer is literally just going to go in one by one and dial them one by one, just like you're seeing it do right now. So it's just going to go in and actually dial them one by one. So every single person is going to get a live phone call. Once you're done, you're going to have a chance to put in a disposition, which basically allows you to tag what was the outcome of this phone call, and even fire off automations like send them a text message or move them to one list to another, or add them to some campaign or remove them to some campaign. And then once you're done with that, you can just go on to the next. If you need to pause like I did, you can. Once you're ready to resume those calls and start calling again, you just click go and it will start calling everybody again. Once you're done, again, like I said, you just can go through and call everybody, and it's just going to put everybody in a live dialer, and you're going to be calling them one by one. And at any time, if you want to pause, you can just go in and actually just pause, just like now, go to the bathroom, come back later, and finish calling everybody up. All right. So you can put them in that browser dialer. You can send out bulk messages either from a template. If you have templates created, obviously you can see that we've got all sorts of different merge fields here. If you want to send a multimedia message and upload some file, you can upload some file. Just pick your phone number. Let us know, do you want to send this right now or do you want to send this later? And then just let us know you have permission, and then you can send this message out in bulk. Also, if you want to email them, you can go in and send out an email. Again, you can choose from your templates. If you've created templates, that I'll show you in just a couple minutes. And then just go in, obviously leave your subject and your email body, and then go in and put in, you know, any of the merge fields that you want. Do you want to send this right now or do you want to send this later? If you want to send it later, just schedule the date and time you want to send it, and then just send it out to everybody. All right. You can also bulk move and copy these people from one list to another if you want to. You can add them to a campaign. I'll be showing you a campaign in just a little bit. You can change the number type if you know that, hey, some of these aren't actually landlines, are all mobile phones or all cell phones. You can go in and actually change that number type if you want to change that number type. And you can essentially assign them to a user. If you've got different sales agents and stuff that are actually working for you, different customer service reps that are working for you, you can assign those leads to those people so that they can go in and, you know, do the contact with them. And then if you want to just delete people, you can go in and delete people. If you want to add an individual lead to the platform, you can just go ahead and add an individual lead right to this list. And if you want to upload a whole file of leads, if you have a whole file of leads, you can just go in and click that upload leads button and just give us that file. And once you give us that file, you'll just map in the fields, and then all those leads will be uploaded to this list. If you want to export everybody, you can export everybody. And then if for some reason you want to delete this entire list, you can delete this entire list. If you just want to search right through only this list, you can use this search area and it will search right through only this list. Let's search for Will because I see a Will right there. And that's going to search just only through this list. And then again, if you want to go in and be able to filter out by like only people who have used a cell phone number, you can filter right there. You can just pick, hey, mobile only, and that's going to give you back just only people who have actually used a cell phone number, that you have a valid cell phone number on that list. So this kind of gives you a quick overview of the list and everything that you can do there. Again, the lists are just kind of filled up of contacts, and here is just showing all the different contacts that you have, and you kind of have the exact same actions for the most part that you can do here at the contact level. These people just are, it's everybody on all the different lists. So we're going to look at one of them real quick. We'll look at this this white directory publishers right here, and then you'll just be able to see. Actually, let's try to look at somebody that we've already had some communication with. All right, let's say maybe this person right here, Belief Builders. All right, so we'll just take a look at this person right here, and then you can kind of see, all right, you can see their phone number that you have. You can see their name or their business name. Here you can just easily see the types of interactions that you've had with this person, how many touch points you've had with them, how many phone calls that was, how many text messages, how many emails, and you can just edit everything right on the fly here. You just type in his name, his name, and then you can just save it right there, save everything on the fly, put in his website, company name, their email, city, state, country, what their time zone is. You can see right there what the current time is wherever they're at. You can edit their phone number and let us know what type of phone number it is, whether it's a cell phone, a landline, a VoIP, or just not a valid phone number. Here you'll be able to set your custom fields. I haven't actually created any custom fields in the platform, and we can do that in just a second, and I'll show you. Or you can add, their Facebook profile link or their Twitter profile link. If you want to set a default phone number, because maybe you have multiple phone numbers in the platform like I do, and you want to make sure that you're always contacting this person from the exact same phone number, you can just set what the default phone number you'll be contacting this person from. If you want to assign this person to a user, you can assign them right then and there. And you can also easily just see what list that this user's on. You can go over to the inbox, and from the inbox, you can literally see all the incoming, outgoing text messages, phone calls with the recordings of what the phone call was. Any emails will show up there. This will just show you the entire communication history. If you want to send them a text message, you can. You're just going to pick the phone number. If you want to use a template, you can just use a template, and then you'll just click send, and that will just send the message out just like that. And you'll be able to see that that message goes out just like that. So if you just want to type a message, you can type a message and send it as well. If you want to have a live call, you can just pick your phone number and then do a live phone call. And if you want to send an email, you can easily just send an email right out, okay? Pretty easy and straightforward. If you want to actually add notes about this, here's a custom note we're going to go in and add. If you want to add a custom note so that you can just segregate this person and, keep some information, you'll see that note's going to actually show up in your inbox in the linear history, and it will also show up right here in the notes, so you can easily see just whatever notes that you've left. You can easily see what list that this person's on. If you want to add them to another list, you can go ahead and add them to another list. If you want to move them just to one specific list and he's only going to be on one list, you can move them just to one list. Pretty easy, just like that. You can go ahead and add this person to any different campaign that you want. Again, we're going to go over those campaigns a little bit later, but if you want to add them to a campaign, you can just click on that campaign and click the Add to Campaign button, and he'll now be added on that campaign. And then if you want to schedule a follow-up in the future for this person, you can easily schedule a follow-up in the future for this person and see what's scheduled. So, for example, if I want to schedule a text message to go out tomorrow and just say, something like, hey, first name, whatever his first name is, and I just want to schedule that at 10:29 p.m. tomorrow. Probably 10:29 p.m. is not a good time, so I'll just do it at 3:29 p.m. Then I can just go ahead and schedule that, and you can easily see right then and there, right then and there, you can see that he's got a message scheduled. If you go in and check out the list view, you can see what that message is, what type it is, when it's scheduled. And again, you can schedule calls if you want to schedule a call. If you want to schedule an email, you can go ahead and schedule an email, a call, a ringless voicemail, any of that stuff you can schedule. Text message, a live phone call, a pre-recorded phone call, an IVR, a ringless voicemail, or an email. You can go in and actually just schedule any of those types of communications so that they just go out automatically in the future, and you don't have to do any work other than just clicking a couple buttons. All right. So that kind of gives you a good overview of an individual contact and what it looks like just to be going in and seeing an individual contact. So I'm going to move on to your number configuration. Here's your different phone numbers that you have here, and then you can just go in and actually configure those phone numbers really, really easily. All right, you can see how many different touch points that you've had during any date range on this phone number. So for this particular phone number, you have just a little bit more information to see what the activity's been like on this phone number. And then you can configure this to get incoming text messages, and they can either be an auto response. That auto response is literally like a chat bot where people send you text messages. We read the text message, we look for keywords in the text message, and then we automatically go in and respond back. I'll show you the auto response in a minute. You can use a static response like, hey, we don't accept text messages, or you can just not respond and just only get the text messages in our platform, but not respond automatically and go in and respond manually, all right? So pretty simple to go in and actually, and I'm just gonna leave this at no response, and configure your phone number to get incoming text messages. And then if you want to receive a text message notification or an email notification every time you get a new text message, you can just go ahead and do that right then and there. So you can just, like, if you want your cell phone to get a notification every time you get an incoming text message on this phone number, or if you want to get an email to let you know that you just got a new text message on this phone number, you can just enable those notifications. I'm going to leave mine off because I don't need mine turned on. All right. So as far as incoming calls into the platform, you have several different options for incoming calls. Right here, I'm receiving calls in the platform, or you can put somebody into an IVR. I will show you that IVR builder in just a couple of minutes. Or you can even put people into a conference line. So you can turn this number into a conference line, and then you can just have, three-way conferences, or you can actually support up to 1,000 people on your conference line if you want to have 1,000 people on your conference line. So I'm going to show you the receiving calls, which is what I have it set up for right now. So whenever people call this phone number, you've got several options. Whenever you receive the call, you can give an intro audio. So, thanks for calling John's phone. One moment while I connect you, and then they're connected. You can do call forwarding. So anybody who calls this phone number, you can forward them out to one or multiple phone numbers. You can add as many phone numbers as you want here. So you can just keep adding phone numbers and adding phone numbers. You see, I've got 2 different phone numbers here. So as soon as somebody calls this phone number here, that call will actually be forwarded out to both of these numbers. And then whoever answers it first, they'll be able to actually take the phone call and deal with the lead. I'm going to delete this because it's just some random number that I don't actually need there. All right. So you can turn on instant call forwarding if you want. The difference between instant call forwarding just basically says, hey, is the call going to come in here, where you can just click this button and accept the call and take it right from the text and bulk application? Or do you want all calls to bypass our application and just be instantly forwarded to your cell phone number, or maybe even your client's cell phone number, because maybe you're actually, running ads and doing lead generation for your clients, which a lot of our users are doing. So you can also set up a call whisper if you want. So if you are generating leads for your clients, then you can set up a call whisper so that whenever your client gets an incoming phone call, they can hear a nice little whisper that says, here's another lead that's been generating. Here's another lead that's been generated to you by, Lead Gen Illuminati. Okay. So in that call whisper, not only can you leave an audio, but you can also leave a text, so that you can even pass in the lead's name and last name and their budget, or any other information that you've collected about this lead, so that your client has that information, or so that you have that information. You know exactly who it is calling you and what they're calling about. So that whisper is just something that you're going to hear before the call is actually patched to you. All right. You can go in and actually turn on, I'm going to turn off this call whisper because I don't need it, by the way, so I'm just going to keep it turned off. And you can upload a voicemail message, all right, so that if you don't answer the phone, somebody can hear your custom voicemail message. And then you can even turn on voicemail text messages so that as soon as somebody leaves you a voicemail, once somebody leaves you a voicemail, you can literally respond back to them instantly with a text message like, hey, thanks, John, for leaving me a message. I'm busy right now, so if it's urgent, send me a text message. If not, I'll call you back later. So this message will literally get sent out via SMS as a text message to whoever it is that's actually leaving you the voicemail. All right. And then we also have the same thing for missed calls. So if somebody calls you and you get a missed call, but they don't actually leave you a text message, or they don't actually leave you a voicemail, then you can respond back to them, instantly with a text message saying, hey, sorry, I missed your call. If it's important, just send me a text message. If not, I'll call you back later. All right. So then there's several other options here. Like I said, you can configure this to have incoming calls go into your IVR, or to have incoming calls go into your conference line. All right. So once you get signed up inside the platform, you'll be able to play with this, and you'll be able to see all our full training videos on what every single thing does and how to use every single thing. I just wanted to give you a high level overview so you can understand the power of this platform outside of just that one little feature that I showed you in the demo. I wanted you to see how complex and how robust this platform is, and all the different things that you can actually do inside this software, which is quite a lot of stuff you can do inside the software. All right. So here's where you can actually go in and create your different templates. All right. So here you can go in and actually create different templates for text messages. You can create different templates for your audio templates, or email templates, or ringless voicemail templates, or even sales bridge templates. And I'll show you what a sales bridge is a little later. But literally the demo that you came in on, whenever you came in on that demo, that triggered a sales bridge, and that's how I was able to get on the phone with you so quickly, was through that sales bridge. So easily you can just go in and add SMS templates. You can go in and add audio templates and either just, record your audio or upload your audio. You can go in and just add your email templates. And these templates will make it really easy whenever you're inside the platform to respond to people really fast and quickly, because you don't have to type out text messages, or you don't have to type out emails, or you don't even have to, record your voicemail. Everything can be done in a template, and it can just easily be dropped as a template. And this is just going to save you so much time. Here's your ringless voicemail templates and your sales bridge templates. And I'll show you in a second what that sales bridge is and how it actually works. All right. So here's your IVR. I'm going to show you, for example, here's an IVR that I have set up for a scheduled call. Whenever somebody says, hey, John, let's schedule a call for next Friday, I use this scheduled call IVR. And just to show you how it is, it's pretty straightforward. You can see here is the IVR right here. Basically, whenever somebody schedules a call with me, I schedule this IVR to go out to them at the time and date that it was scheduled. And it's really easy. I'll kind of show you how it's done. I literally just go in. Let's say I'm talking to one of these guys on the phone right here. What I'll do is I'll just go in and I'll say, hey, I want to schedule this guy a call, and I'll schedule an IVR call, and I'll just do this scheduled call because he's telling me he wants me to call him. Let's say he's like, hey, call me next Thursday at 1:39 p.m. So I'll just go in and schedule this call, and boom, just like that. Now I've scheduled it, and I don't have to do anything now. Now this is all completely done on autopilot. And what will happen is on July 18th at 2:39 p.m., the exact same time and date that this person has asked me to call him, he will receive this call right here. And it will he'll get a phone call, and he'll just hear my message saying, hey, this is John. We had a call scheduled for this time. If you want to have the call, press 1. He presses 1, and it says, okay, great, let's get connected. And it forwards it to me, and I pick up the phone, and then, only when he's on the phone willing to talk to me does it engage my time. I just pick up the phone. We continue on with our scheduled call. If he wants to reschedule because it's not a good time right now, he just presses 2. He reschedules the call. It gets rescheduled. And again, it doesn't take any of my time. My time's not wasted. I just continue doing what I'm doing. And if he decides he's no longer interested in talking to me, he's no longer interested in this meeting, he just presses 3, and then it does some things like move him off a list and basically unsubscribe him from my campaigns, and that's it. So now all my scheduled calls, I don't even have to dial them out. They're literally completely automated. As somebody says, you know, John, call me on this date, or call me on this date, or hey, follow up with me 3 weeks from now, or can you follow up with me in 2 months? You know, a lot of people, they forget to go in and actually do those follow-ups, where with our system, you just click a couple buttons and then everything's done on autopilot. It doesn't actually interrupt your day. It doesn't take your time. And only whenever people are actually ready to have that call that they've scheduled with you, then they get connected with you and you do your call, all right? Really easy and straightforward. So you can see the IVR builder. It's really, really easy. Let's see if I've got a test one like this. Here's a test one like this. So you can see you can go in and just build out an IVR really easy. This is if they hit option 3, for example. You can change it to option, let's say 99, or whatever option that you want. You can upload audio, you can record audio, or you can decide that your IVR step doesn't need any audio, all right? So if you want to perform actions like delete them, remove them from a campaign, drop a ringless voicemail, you know, send their data to Zapier, move them from one list to another, remove them from a list, any of that stuff, you can just fire those actions off at here, and then you can either hang up the phone on them, you can collect more input from them, you can forward them to any phone number that you want, you can send them to your voicemail, you can even send a text message out to them if you want to send a text message out to them. But it's really simple to go in and actually create the IVR with our little IVR builder. It's super easy to go in and actually edit your IVR and then just create very powerful IVRs and visually see, you know, how a user is going to actually flow through your IVR. So like I mentioned earlier, if you have users, if you have sub-users of your platform, you can just go in and actually add new users, assign them a phone number, add them in the platform. Now they can log into the software and they can, you know, make phone calls from that number, and they can deal with whatever leads that you've actually assigned them, all right? So you can add sub-users into the platform if you have sales agents and customer service reps that work for you. If you want to build these little widgets, you can build these little widgets. I'll show you an example of one of these little widgets. It's this little widget right here that you see at the bottom of this web page, where basically somebody can request a call or a text message from you, all right? So this is that widget right there. It's very easy to build, and it just goes on your website, and then whenever somebody, you know, puts in their information here and they just hit submit request, literally you get an incoming phone call letting you know that you just got a lead from this widget or this web page. So they're really, really easy to build. You just go in and actually, let me just go in and show you the one that I've already got built, so it's easy to go through all the steps. So super easy. You're just going to go in and give your logo file, which is up here. You're just going to give that image that you want, and then you can just give what domain is this going to be on, some description. Here's that description right there. So you're going to give some description, and you can just tell me, hey, what users, if you want to put it to any of your users, or if you just want to send it to your cell phone, you can just go in and add it to your cell phone. You can enable it for calls and text messages, for only calls, for only messages. You're going to record an audio that your agents or yourself is going to hear. And again, all of this is completely spelled out for you in all the training videos. So I don't really want to get real in-depth on the training and how to set this all up, because it's all available to you in the training, all right? All I want to do in this demo is show you all the different things inside the software that you can do, so that you understand how powerful this system is and how much stuff you can actually do. And once you're done with this widget, you're just going to get one little line of code that you're going to install on your website. And then just like that, you're going to have this little widget on your website, and you can start collecting leads right from your website, and they're going to instantly be connected with your sales team, either through a live phone call or through a text message, all right? So we talked about autoresponders before. Here's an autoresponder that I have set up already. It's called First Demo. So basically, if somebody was to send me a text message with the word campaign in it, then I would end up sending them automatically out this message. All right. So this autoresponder allows you to program and train our software to automatically respond to text messages for you. Like, who is this? Sometimes people ask, hey, who is this? Well, you could go in and just add keywords like, who is this? Who am I speaking to or with? And then you could just put in, hey, F name, this is John. All right. You can put limits on that so that you're not sending the same message out, over and over and over again. And then you can include all sorts of different actions as well. And then basically, if anybody sends you a text message that says, who is this, or who am I speaking with, then you don't have to manually answer them, because the software will just automatically respond for you. And again, it will save you so much different time. So you can go in and create as many of these autoresponders as you want, and then you can just go in and attach them to your phone number really easily. I showed you earlier how easy it was to attach this autoresponder to your phone number. You're just going to go to your phone number, and then you're just going to go to the response configuration, and then you're just going to change that you want to connect an autoresponder, and then you'll just connect your autoresponder. And just like that, your autoresponder is connected really easily. All right. There's also campaigns in the platform, drip campaigns. I'm going to show you. Here's a drip campaign right here that's set up. And if you look at it, you can see that it's a 6-step process. All right. As soon as somebody gets added to this campaign, I'm going to send them out this text message. And then immediately after that text message, I'm going to send them an email. And then immediately, you see, I just got a notification that I just got a new text message here inside the platform. And I just got a text message that somebody just said stop. So if I wanted to, and this is just somebody actually that I would send a test out earlier while we were on this demo. So I can just put them on this unsubscribed list here. Very easy inside the platform. Make sure they're only on the unsubscribed list. Make sure that they're not on any actual campaigns or don't have anything scheduled, and they do. And I'll just delete it, and now he won't get any more communication from me, which is what he was wanting. All right. So let's go back to this campaign here. And you can see in this campaign, like I said, you're just initially going to send out a text message, and then right after that, I'm going to send an email. Then right after that, I'm literally going to drop a ringless voicemail on this person's phone. And then after 10 minutes, I'm going to send out an IVR. That IVR is going to try to get them to press 1 to connect with me. And then 1 hour after that, I'm going to send them a text message. And then immediately after that text message, I'm going to send them another IVR. And this is all happening on the same day. You can see that all happens immediately. This is happening after 10 minutes. And these 2 steps are happening after 1 hour and 10 minutes. And if you want to add another step, like I could do next day follow-up. And then I can just do this, after, I'm going to say 23 hours. I'm going to send another text message that says, hey, F name, are you still interested in closing more leads? And then I'm going to save that. And now you can see that this is 1 day and 10 minutes after they first come into this campaign. And I might as well go ahead and add one more step here called, second day follow-up call. And then I'm also going to send this, 23 hours later. And I'm going to send a phone call this time, and I'm going to send an IVR, and then I'm just going to use this follow-up IVR that I already have set so that this automatically goes out. Just like that, you can see now this is a process that's lasting, 2 days. This total process is, this total process is after 2 days. So pretty straightforward. You go in and actually build your campaigns and build these drip sequences where you can easily go in and just constantly you can just constantly follow up with people. And remember, you can remove them from this campaign anytime that you want. And now I essentially have an 8-step campaign where it's going to last over 2 days from initially collecting that lead. He's going to get all these communications from me so that I can make contact with them and, make that first contact or close him. All right. So then the last thing I want to go over here is just kind of like the dispositions. The dispositions allow you, I showed you whenever you're making a live phone call, at the end of that live phone call, you can leave a disposition, which is kind of like a note that lets you know how did that end. So I could go in and say something like, interested in software, and then I can just essentially move this person to my interested list here and then be done with it. All right. So now what will happen is whenever I'm making, let's say I'm going through this list of people here that have actually, opted in and they wanted to talk to me more about our software. After I call them, let's just call one real quick just to show you how it works. So after I call them, then this disposition pops up, and then I can just give interested in software disposition, leave some note here, and then whenever I hit save, they're literally just going to be automatically moved over there to that list, and they're going to be segregated for me, and all my actions are going to happen. All right. So like I said, there's full training inside the platform. The only other thing I kind of wanted to show you while we're here, let's just show you in your settings to let you know that in your settings, you can go in and you can create as many custom fields as you want. So if you want to store people's budgets, or if you want to store data points that we're not storing natively, you can just go in and actually create those custom fields. Like if you want to store somebody's, date of birth, DOB, then you can just go in and let us know, hey, I want to store their date of birth. And now you'll have a space where you can store their date of birth. So those custom fields are just like additional data points that you can store whatever data that you want. All right. I didn't really show you this lead generation, but I want to talk about this lead generation real quick because I'm almost done with everything, and then we'll be done with this demo. So this domain leads will literally allow you to go in and search and find newly registered domains. I think I have a list of them created already here, and maybe this is it right here, June 1st. Maybe not. All right, so let's just go in and run a search real quick. I'm going to go in and run a search on domain leads, and then we'll run a couple searches here. I'm just going to say, July 1st, and then I'm just going to go in and look for July 1st to July 1st. And you can see that's July 1st. I'm just going to select .com domains because that's all I care about. And then I'm going to look in the United States, and I'm pretty much good here. Like I said, there's training videos that will train you on doing all of this. And then I'm just going to search and hit go. And this is going to go in and actually take a little bit of time, and it's going to create my list. And then it's going to just generate leads automatically. And these are going to be leads that have registered a domain on that date. Same thing for Google Business here. I can go in and, Google test insurance. I know a lot of people like insurance agents. And I can just go in and let's say Lakeland, Florida. I'm going to do Lakeland, Florida, and I'm going to search for insurance. And then I'm just going to, if I want multiple locations and multiple keywords, I can do that. So I'm just going to go in and actually do that search here. And that list is going to be created for me. And then same thing with Yelp. I'm just going to do this, Yelp test. And then what will I search here? I'm going to search, I don't know what's a good thing for me to actually search. I'm going to search clinic. So again, I'm going to search Lakeland, Florida here for no reason other than it's where I was born. And I'm going to type in clinic. And then I'm going to search here. And this is a walk-in clinic. And I'm just going to search. So now you can see all these different types of lead generation. So if I go in and actually look here at these lists that have actually now been generated for me, you'll be able to see all these different lists that were now generated for me. Here are these domain leads right here from July 1st, those domain leads, and you'll be able to see it's not done yet, so domain leads is still searching and getting me this information. So this search usually takes a little bit of time to actually populate. Let's look at this Google test insert search and see if we got any results back from that yet. Still don't have any results back from that, which is typical. These searches usually take a little bit of time because they're going in actually generating leads. Let's look at this Yelp search and see if we got any records back from that. And we have got several records back from this Yelp search already. You can see it's My Pet Animal Hospital, Veterinary Hospital, Animal Clinic, Medical Spa, Watson Clinic, just all sorts of clinics in Lakeland. Also not done searching yet. You can see we've got essentially 20 results, 36 leads so far. We can just keep searching and it's just going to keep bringing us leads and bringing us leads. We've got 42 leads. So as you can see, there's inbuilt lead generation right inside the platform. And then kind of the last thing I want to show you is all the stuff that you can do with our Zapier integration. So we do have a Zapier trigger, so at any time you can take data from our software and you can send it out to Zapier and then integrate it with any of your other platforms, all right? So anytime you want to do that, you can export data through our Zapier trigger and then use it to put in anything else you want to integrate with. And then we have a whole lot of different actions. You can send out text messages through our Zapier integration. You can send out outbound IVR calls through our Zapier integration. You can sync data, so you can essentially import leads. You can drop ringless voicemails. You can literally send a broadcast message to an entire list. You can unsubscribe somebody from a campaign. You can send out a sales bridge template. You can just create a sales bridge on the fly. You can add a note to somebody. You can update somebody's custom fields. So if you've collected somebody's information through your funnel or through your ad or something, you can update that through a Zapier integration. And then you can literally broadcast out a ringless voicemail to an entire list, as opposed to dropping a ringless voicemail just to one single person. All right. So if you didn't understand what the sales bridges were, I'm going to essentially show you real quick. I will show you real quick what a sales bridge is. So a sales bridge is kind of like this, all right? You've got our software right here, and then you've got essentially you are over here, or your sales agents, however many you have, and then essentially you have your lead over here. Or with the sales bridge, you know, you either have some opt-in page or some ad, and essentially, you know, this could be some lead ad, whatever it is, however you're collecting leads. Once that lead comes in, you can use the sales bridge, and basically what it's going to do is it's going to call out you or your sales team or all of you guys, get you guys connected on the phone, let you know, play you an audio and let you know where this lead is coming from. It's coming from ad A or ad B or ad C or ad D or wherever the lead's coming from. And then it will literally tell you all the information, like what the person's name was, what their budget was, any of the information that you collected from them. And then you can just press 1 and then you'll auto dial this person and automatically connect with this person and do your entire sales process. All right. So that really, really helps you connect with your leads. I use it whenever people come in through my ads and I have a really high close rate because it allows me to connect with my leads within 60 seconds of them filling out my ad or my form. All right. So I do want you to keep in mind there is training and support. So there's chat support. We do live chat support if you actually need any type of support. We've got live chat where you can just chat directly with us. And then if you need training, we have training on everything that you need to learn how to use. There's in-depth training for every single feature inside the platform. But I wanted to give you, since you saw the demo and everything, I wanted to give you a more high-level overview to let you understand, you know, how easy it is to actually use this platform and how much you can actually do inside this platform. So for example, you can take calls right inside the platform. You can see that it's going to show right up here that I got an incoming call coming. Actually, it's not. Sorry, because my calls are being routed into an IVR for that phone number. So let me just call this phone number real quick, and you can see how you can take live calls right inside the platform. I believe that this one will come right inside the platform. You can see I've got the live call coming in right then and there. And I can just answer it. And now I'm literally talking to myself. And you can see it pops up for a disposition, do whatever I want. I'm just going to go ahead and do nothing here. But now you can see who I just talked to, who that was that just called, and all their information. All right. So the software pretty much does everything. Any feature requests that you guys have, where, you know, we're pretty much always adding new features. We've got 36 full-time employees that work for our company, and like 27 of them are software engineers. So we're always down to add new features. Anyways, I just wanted to give you a full demo about the software.
Welcome back, and I hope you enjoyed that presentation of this awesome software. The software can help you grow your business and get repeat customers. And I'd like to offer you a special offer. I give you a 14-day trial, just for, you know, a 14-day trial. You can check it out and see if it's for you or not. We give you a 14-day trial, and you can check it out and see if it could help your business. If you'd like to check it out to get the free 14-day trial, just click the button in the bottom of this video and send me a message, and I'll get back in touch with you. We'll discuss further how you can get your hands on this awesome software. So again, I hope to talk to you soon. And again, thank you for checking out my video. Have a blessed day.